it's going. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, what this is the story of Valon. Now, yeah, it's a weird name, but I looked it up, and there's like maybe 10 other people in the world that have that name, so don't complain about it. But I used to know this guy, and yep, his name was Valon. And what he used to do was play Diablo 2. And, yeah, he was a noob. People used to say that. I mean, I felt like it was a bit of an understatement, but very true, none the least. Well, anyway, regardless, that's kind of not the point. Every dog has their day, and there was this one day he owned. But, every other day after that, his gear kept poofing. Well, you know, that's not even. This is all irrelevant anyway. So, there was Valon, and by the way, so you can get a feel for him, that is Valon. And, or at least that's what Valon was. Well, now, Valon is resorted to thugging, bad hairstyles, and not paying attention in school. Well, you know, what can you do? He used to come to my house on his bike. Yeah, man, we used to ride bikes. We were cool. We used to ride them everywhere. Well, he used to come, and I mean, this kid's not supposed to eat bacon, whatever it is, pork. Well, anything he brought with him, he left outside when he came to my house. And then, he'd do crazy shit. He'd hump my dog and stuff. I mean, you don't expect your friend to hump your dog, but, I mean, if that's what he's into, I wasn't gonna stop him. You know, stuff happens. Well, I talked to Valon for a while, but then he moved to Texas. You know what happens in Texas? Everything's bigger. You know what happened to Valon's head? It got bigger. And eventually his hair. And then his hair got small again. But he started to grow more and more hair everywhere. I mean, it started on this guy's stomach, which was fine. We all didn't mind that. All of a sudden, he's just covered. I was like, who is this? This isn't Valon. I don't know. Valon doesn't have this much hair. Well, you know. So, I remember we used to do crazy shit. Like, ride our bikes to Lowe's at like 2 in the morning to watch Resident Evil. But I'm not being specific or anything. Yeah, well, we ended up getting pulled over. Well, we were on bikes, and we were actually in a hotel, so it's not technically pulled over. But my dad had to come pick us up, and that was one of the many occasions that we got in trouble by the police. I don't know what Vaughn's doing now. I mean, yeah, he's doing stuff like this, robbing people at Christmas time. But that's okay, because that's the path he chose. Now, I haven't really talked to him much lately, because I don't really know where he is. He does this crazy stuff. I mean, the kid's Albanian, which is fine, but he does some crazy stuff because of it. It's kind of like the equivalent to Valon being Albanian is kind of like a dog with rabies. Excuse me, sorry. Like with rabies. So, he's a little nuts. And sometimes he foams at the mouth. But, well, I do remember this one time on Wikipedia. I put his name up, and I put a definition with his name. Man, you guys should... Actually, it wasn't Wikipedia. It was Urban Dictionary. And if anyone's interested, you should definitely check that out. UrbanDictionary.com. Look for the meaning of Valon. And that might explain more than this video, actually. But, kind of what I'm trying to get to here is to say that pretty much we used to be best friends, and then he grew lots of hair, yeah, in all different places, and now I don't talk to him anymore. So pretty much, if you want to keep your friends, this is a good example of telling them to get a haircut once in a while. And I know I can't talk for myself right now, but you know, it's got to be done. I mean, yeah, this is hair on my head. You see this? You see all this hair? There's a lot of freaking hair. I mean, but I use it well. So, thanks for listening.